The morning felt heavier than every morning before it. People were in my house, but the house still felt empty. My son, my only son, was gone. First, I buried my husband. I already knew what loneliness tasted like. But now even the little light left in my life had gone out. In those days, a widow without a son had almost nothing. No protection, no security, no future. I remember touching his face one last time before they carried him away. Cold, still, silent. The streets of Nain were crowded that day. Some people cried with me. Others just watched quietly as the funeral procession moved toward the burial place outside the city gate. I could hear the mourners. I could hear my own sobbing. But inside me, everything already felt dead. Then suddenly, the crowd stopped moving. Someone was coming into the city. People started whispering his name. Jesus. I had heard stories about him before. The healer, the teacher, the man who touched lepers and made blind eyes see. But stories feel very far away when grief is sitting in your chest. I wasn't looking for a miracle. I was only trying to survive the burial. Then he looked at me. Not at the crowd. Not at the coffin. At me. And in his eyes, I didn't see pity. I saw compassion so deep it felt like he could actually feel my pain himself. He walked closer and said words that almost sounded impossible. Do not weep. How could I not weep? My son was dead. But there was something about his voice, calm, certain, like heaven itself had spoken. Then Jesus touched the bier carrying my son. Everything became silent. The men carrying him froze. And then Jesus spoke directly to my dead child. Young man, I say unto thee, arise. For one heartbeat, nothing happened. Then suddenly, movement. My son's chest lifted. His eyes opened. He sat up and began to speak. The scream that left my mouth was no longer grief. It was shock, joy, worship, relief. I held him again, alive and warm, and the crowd erupted in fear and amazement. In one moment, death had entered the city with me, but life walked in with Jesus. That day, Jesus did not only restore my son, he restored me too. Before he arrived, my heart had already given up. But Jesus stepped into my darkest moment and turned my mourning into joy. And if you are carrying pain today, if life feels heavy and hopeless, remember this. God still sees broken people. He still hears silent tears. And he still steps into impossible situations. Sometimes it may feel like your hopes are gone forever, but God can bring life back into places that seem completely dead. He can replace sorrow with peace. He can turn ashes into beauty. So do not lose hope. The same Jesus who met me at the gates of Nain is still able to meet people in their darkest moments today.